All right, welcome back to another little bonus episode. I'm your co-ghost Anthony,
And I'm your co-ghost, Kaylee.
and in this one, I'm gonna be going over my thoughts on Maul, Shadow Lord. So we're gonna frame this out the same as our previous little bonus episode. I'm just gonna go over the pros, then the cons that I had with it, and then just overall what I thought. Um, and Kaylee's experience with this is just kind of half seeing some of it, I guess, here and there, but
Like 1 to 2%, perhaps.
1 to 2%. Okay, so that's her view.
My thoughts on this is that the All-State guy is in it.
Yes, that's one of my pros. We can start with that. I'm honestly disappointed that I didn't notice that first, but you just like walked through it and you're like, is that the guy from like 24 or the
Is that
All-Site
David?
David? I'm
Yes.
just trying to help you.
That's a very iconic voice. I'm disappointed that you didn't realize it
Yeah,
either.
me too. I haven't heard it in a while, I guess, but yeah, it's iconic. And that was kind of towards the beginning of the show that you noticed it, but like throughout the show, I was like, yeah, this is clearly him. Like it's like unmistakable. I think if I didn't notice it then, I would have noticed it at some point. But
Keep
yeah,
telling yourself that, buddy.
okay, yeah. So David Palmer as the little Jedi master in this show,
Jedi Ogre.
ogre.
He looked terrifying. He was yucky. Wasn't he that yucky little guy?
He is not. He wasn't my favorite design for sure, but
His voice really didn't fit how he looked to me.
I think it fit. I think it fit, but I think it was a little like it took you out of it a little bit just because, or at least me, because it was that recognizable voice. But because like I just start imagining that actor, his face, like
Yeah.
voicing like on a mic or something, like voicing that.
Yeah.
Like okay,
You think of him recording these lines?
yeah. Uh, Also cool. I liked so I guess his name was, I think it's Sam Ritter. Um that he came back to play Maul. Um and I like it when they get him on board because he's such like a super fan of Star Wars and Maul, I guess, and overall. But um I thought it was cool. I told you, Kaylee, about this, but I saw something that they like put his like Maul screams into the lightsaber sound effects, which I thought was a cool little added detail for his character. Um, but yeah, for the actual show, I liked how this picks up very like for Maul's story. I like how you can watch this and you don't need a lot of backstory for it. I went back and watched his like what happened right before just for fun kind of,
Mm.
but you really don't need that. Like you don't have to watch that, I guess it helps, but you don't have to watch it. His stuff before was like I watched the last episodes of the Clone Wars series, which he was in, um, and his like fall on Mandalore and everything. So,
Darn, poor guy.
um, but yeah, so it was cool to see like he had these Mandalorians with him in this show as like backing him up, and um, I don't know. It was fun to add them in. I always like some Mandalorians in the mix. So and the ones like the his right hand lady Mandalorian was in the Clone Wars show. Like was his right hand lady in that. So like they met back up after they got split up in the Clone Wars, and they show up together again in this. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, and I like the Shadow Lord thing. I haven't really paid like super close attention to Maul's story overall. Um, so I was kind of like, okay, they just called it Shadow Lord. It didn't really have much meaning to me. Like I didn't really understand it. But like going into this and then rewatching, it makes rewatching the Clone Wars stuff. Um, it definitely like made sense that like yeah, like he rules from the shadows. Like he puts people in place or like lords over them, but like they are in charge of their little area, but he is like in the shadows behind them. Like so like on Mandalore, there was somebody in charge of Mandalore, but Maul was like not out in the open. He was like hidden and like controlling the guy that was
He's
ruling.
puppeting people.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing in this kind of like he was like trying to rebuild his like criminal and empire kind of thing from the shadows. Like so that's kind of where the show started off with was like him trying to rebuild things and like working with like crime syndicates kind of in the shadows or dealing with them like taking some of them out for like turning on him and stuff like that. But um, so I liked learning more about his character at this point in time, and then it was so refreshing to see just good lightsaber fights during this as well. Like
Mm.
him using his lightsaber, and then we got two a Jedi and a Padawan as well. It was good to see that. Um, and I guess a lot of my pros start coming in uh, towards the end of the show. I think it got a lot better towards the end. Um, it kind of, I think it drug a little bit at the beginning. It was interesting at the very beginning, then it drug a little bit, and then it got really good at the end. Um, but I really, one thing I liked, another little detail. I have not watched Bad Batch, but I feel like I really need to at some point. Because everybody, I just hear everybody really liked it. I thought it kind of looked dumb with there's like some kid that's a clone maybe named Omega or something. And the kid just looked so dumb or whatever. Like had like some kind of like laser bow and arrow or something. I don't know, but um, I heard it was really good. People really love it. But in that show, they have these in between clones that show up in this show as well. Um, it's like the transitioning clones from what they looked like in the Clone Wars to the stormtroopers. There's like an in between
Mm.
look, and this was the first time I saw them was in this in Maul.
Oh,
But
that's different.
yeah, so they were like starting to look, or like they still kind of had that like sleek look of the Clone Wars ones, but it was like starting to take shape like the majority of the helmet or whatever it was like starting to like maybe like round off a little bit or something for a stormtrooper look. But that was kind of cool. It makes me want to watch Bad Batch more just to see that in between what happened in there. But yeah, so the end of the show, I really liked when they brought the Inquisitors in. Just give me more lightsabers, just throw more lightsabers in there. Um, I also think that this is like a kind of like a gold mine of uh, content that they could tap, making something about like a show about these Inquisitors or something. Like they hunt Jedi, so like I
Mhm.
think they could make like a whole show just based around that.
Yeah.
It would be really cool. and I'm not disappointed with the content that we got from it already because it's they've put it in a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think they could do more with it. But the Inquisitors that we got were Marok and 11th Brother, which 11th Brother's mask looks sick. Um,
Yep. I just can't get over the third sister.
yeah, they're all like a sister or a brother. I don't know what Morak's one is, but he's one of
Third
them.
sister.
Yeah,
Third sister.
I guess Obi-Wan was an Inquisitor Jedi show, kind of. I mean, it was
Yeah.
based around Obi-Wan, but they could go deeper, is what I'm saying with it. But apparently, these guys got like taken out pretty easily by Ahsoka. This is like 3 or 4 years ago that Ahsoka season 1 came out, something like that. It's been a long time. Um, so I
In
don't
universe or for real
for
life?
real like the
What?
show came out. Yeah. So I don't quite remember how quickly it all went. I know Morak went down or got. I remember Morak getting killed, but I remember being very confused by it because like just smoke came out of him or something.
What?
Like
Huh?
like I thought that like because there was like those like witches or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Morgan Elsbeth that was doing something. Um, but I thought that that was like part of it. Like maybe Morak was already dead and they were just using his
Mm,
body or something or
I don't know.
armor. But I was a little confused on that. I know Ahsoka season 2 is going to come out like at the end of this year or beginning of next year, around that time. So I'll rewatch it at that point. But um, and try to like figure out what that actually was. But um, apparently the 11th brother, like I don't remember him dying, but apparently Ahsoka killed him like that, like quick, like easy. Um, I saw something on that, but in this they hold up a lot better. I think. Like if Ahsoka took him out so easy, it's kind of weird to me that they held up so well in
But
this.
she's so cool.
Well, Maul is like really good, and they fight.
But
So
she's so much better.
okay, what you have to know is that I don't know why this started, but Kaylee thinks that just I'm in love with Ahsoka. She's my girlfriend,
She's your Star Wars girlfriend. You just kept talking about how
apparently.
cool she was.
I think she's a great character. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently I'm in love with her, so which is really weird, and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So yeah, I liked them being like investigators, like they always are, but I liked them trying to find Maul and all this stuff.
Did they get attitudes with each other like they did in the Obi-Wan show?
Uh,
Stop it, second sister!
Not really. No.
I won't, fourth brother! I like that stuff, you know?
We want an Inquisitor show to see the drama
I want
between
to see the
them.
family drama, yeah.
What is that?
Stop overstepping, third sister.
What was that called? Fortress Inquisitoris. But in Obi-Wan, they went to that like it was like a shard, I guess, in
Yeah,
the
let's have
water.
a show about that.
Yeah, it's just like
I want Fortress Inquisitoris the show.
yeah, it's like a reality show.
Stop it, 97th sister. You're so far down the line.
You're never gonna believe what fifth sister told me about fourth brother.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
18th brother's never even seen a Jedi.
I heard that eighth sister has a green lightsaber.
Impossible.
That's not right. Oh, yeah. So they were fun. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the Inquisitors in this. They added more challenge, I guess, to like the like Devon and Daki. I guess those were their names, the Jedi and the Padawan. Just a little more challenge and Maul. Um, but yeah, so when it got towards the end, I really liked this. The highlight for me was like the finale ish area. Um, and where do I want to start with this? I really like. Well, they put Vader in here, which was awesome. Like all this stuff was like escalating. It started off with whatever, just like local police trying to investigate and find Maul, figure this stuff out. Um, and then the Empire got involved, and then it escalated so much that like Vader shows up, and the Inquisitors as well was another layer to it. But yeah, so that was a super cool, just fun surprise because like they think that they're like escaping the city, like they're getting out, they've like gotten out, and then I think it was like yeah, like they sent two Mandalorians, like there was like a bunch of like mist or whatever, fog,
Red flag number one.
yeah, outside of the city, and so they sent two Mandalorians went ahead to like scout, and then they were like heard them like screaming or something,
Ah!
and yeah, it just Vader just like walks out of the fog, and like I love his just it's always with Vader, but like his confidence, like he knows he's the best. Anakin knows he's the best, and he just walks everywhere. He's got that like horror
Michael
slasher,
Myers
yeah,
walk.
Michael Myers walk. Um, but yeah, so that was super cool, and I think they animation what like animating like his fighting and stuff. I thought this was like a great in between for like going from Anakin to Darth Vader style fighting that we see in like A New Hope and stuff because he was very like controlled, like just walking around, not being too like jumpy or anything like that. Um, but then when he fought, like he just stood in one place and like blocked and did everything that he needed to do to like deflect and fight them. But it looked like just like so easy for him. Like he was barely putting in any effort, but he was like a real challenge to them, and it was really cool.
Hmm.
Um, I just yeah, I'm very disappointed with like the live action lightsaber fighting stuff that we've gotten in recent years. I mean, Ahsoka's okay, but it's just always so good when they put it in animation because they can go crazy with it, and the lightsaber duels just look so good. Um, but yeah, so at a certain point, we had like Devin, Docky, and Maul fighting Vader and two Inquisitors. Um, and this whole time, Maul was kind of like trying to get Devon onto his side, kind of like try to pull him or her away from Docky. Uh, and it wasn't really working through through the show. But you could tell like Devon had like this kind of like she was seeing how the Jedi's way of doing things was not working really,
Hmm.
and um, like Maul really was like helping them a lot. I liked like his way, like his like way that he like lures her over is that like he's not super dark side. He doesn't feel super dark side. He's more
Hmm.
it's more tempting, really. Like he'll he like helps them. It's like he's joining them, but he doesn't believe in their ways kind of thing. And then like the way that he's doing thing kind of helps them. And so it's like showing them on that like there's another way.
Hmm.
And the way that they did that throughout the season, I think it worked really well. Um, and that's basically what the season about kind of is just in my opinion is turning her. to be his apprentice.
Mhm.
Um, and so when these guys were all fighting, the Inquisitors, Vader, Darth Maul, and Daki, and Devon, um, at a certain point, the Jedi Master Daki and Maul were going up against Vader alone or together, I guess. And Daki, or not Daki, Devon was fighting the Inquisitors on her own. And this this was where it got like super good to me because it all culminated, I guess. But Maul like abandons Daki. Like they're fighting. He thinks that they're like teaming up, doing all this, and they are for a little bit. But like he does one of those like Batman moves where he kind of like just disappears. Like Maul
Mhm.
just kind of like disappears and leaves Daki to fight Vader alone, and Vader kills him. Takes a little bit, but Vader kills him. And in that moment, that's when Devon like sees that, and she gets rageful, like
Mhm.
in seeing that, and it's like it's part of Maul's plan to like pull her over. It's like to have him die because like she has like you see through the show like she's got like some of this like it's not like fully rage but like anger I guess that's
Mhm.
in her a little bit that she holds back but that like just set it off like him getting killed and the thing that like that happens and then she like loses her lightsaber and Maul is right there and like hands her half of his and so she switches from her like whatever it was blue or green her blue lightsaber to red like immediately and like but takes like half of his and then like fights the Inquisitors and stuff like I don't know the way that that was all done it felt just so satisfying of it like a turn to the dark side for her like it felt like all that build up culminated and just yeah just finished really well like it they nailed it like
Mhm.
the turn and it felt satisfying obviously just if she went to the dark side it's bad but like the way it was done was very satisfying and I loved it yeah so that was like my favorite part of the show um cons wise I did like I said I think it was a little slow I guess here and there the really what I didn't enjoy so much was look I don't even remember his name but the like officer the police officer or whatever that's running around trying to find Maul and all that. Like there was heavy focus on him, and I just didn't find it that interesting. And I felt like it just like took up a lot of the time in the show.
Mhm.
Everything else that was happening was interesting, but that was like kind of boring. Like it helped the story, but I got bored with it. Um, I think they could have like it could have gotten cut down to like a Clone Wars arc, like a 3 to 4 episode arc kind of thing. But it also benefits from all that build up for that satisfying turn for Devon. So, um, but that I mean, that's really all that I had on con wise, I guess. Trying to think of anything else. But no, yeah, that's about it on the cons. So overall, I think it was a really good addition. I'm interested to see. I'm pretty sure they're going to do a second season, so um, I'm interested to see where it goes next with her turning.
Mhm.
Hopefully, it doesn't get too dark now that
No.
she's turned. You know, I was one other thing I really appreciated. I was nervous with a mall show but I appreciated that they didn't focus on more Dathomir stuff, like the Dathomir planet, or like basically his race. Every time they focus on that, like it's usually like the female versions of his race. They're like the Night Sisters, like the witches or whatever
Mhm.
on Dathomir on their planet, and all that. And like in the Clone Wars, yeah, there's like stuff like that based on Dathomir. I don't remember if anything happened to that planet or what, but like I'm just glad that there wasn't any of that in this show, at least so far, because they put the witch stuff in quite a few projects, and it was just really annoying having it all in there. But
Hmm.
this was all right.
Mhm.
So, um, but yeah, overall, yeah, little slow here and there, but very satisfying at the end. And I'm interested to see where it goes next. What do you think? Do you have any other little tidbits of just snippets that you saw? Anything that you thought?
No, I just every time I looked up, it's because I heard that guy. Really? So
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Also, I really like that they use this animation style every
I
time.
think it looked like wood.
Yeah, it does look a little like wood, but it's a really good animation style. So, and it's iconic now. So, like, that that's Star Wars. So, um, yeah, that's all I got for this episode, or this bonus episode. We'll see you all next time.